And that happened too. Why you think I suck? And so that's the formula. And like I said, linguistics does the work for you.
Yeah, I love that. It reminds me of many years ago, and I took over a call. I was working in a call center at the time. This customer was very, very angry and was swearing quite a lot. And so they asked if I'd take the call over, and I did. I didn't realize one of the other leaders was actually listening into the call. And what I'd done is every time this guy swore, I stopped speaking. And then once he stopped swearing, I'd carry on and I'd help. And eventually he stopped swearing and we sorted out his problem. And we got to the end of the call and I said to him, I completely understand how frustrating this situation has been. And if I were faced with the same situation, I think I would have been equally frustrated as you. I don't think I'd have chosen to use your language, but I would have been equally frustrated. And he was like, oh, I'm really, send me some flowers. He was like, oh, I'm really sorry. And I said, well, it's less about me and more about the person that you spoke to earlier on the phone didn't deserve. They hadn't caused your problem. So they were just on the receiving end of your of the frustration that you had. And I hadn't thought about it at the time. Inadvertently, we kind of like had shared a bit of a boundary without making him wrong for it. It was like, yeah, I get it. I'd have been as angry. I might have chosen a different form of dialect, but I would have been equally angry. So I appreciate and acknowledge you for that anger. And I think that's the thing, isn't it? People want to feel heard. And while we're busy telling them what we want them to hear, we can, if we're not intentional with it, inadvertently unhear them or make them feel unheard. Would that be fair?
100%, 100%. Oftentimes we'll linguistically, and it's really, so I'm trained in the word, so words matter in terms of not being nice and not using your language to appease others, but using words with intentionality in order to open a space. And oftentimes we unintentionally dismiss another person because we'll say things like, I understand where you're coming from, but, and then we'll tell our side of it. So what we're saying is, I understand what you're saying, but mine's more important and you should listen to mine. So I haven't actually validated them in the way I think. So I think that I'm letting them feel seen and heard and known. And those are such core needs for humans. We all want to feel seen and heard and known and understood.